everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on issue 2 of Wonder Woman 2006 series. Now, as you know, the new Wonder Woman series is meant to be a continuation after Infinite Crisis, where after Maxwell Lord's death, the first few issues are meant to cover Wonder Woman slowly coming back to the woodworks. And the cover mainly has Wonder Woman being crushed by Giganta's hand. And it starts off how back in the past, when Donna Troy was Wonder Woman, she mainly took on Dr. Cyber, also Poison and Oasis. And of course they know it's Donna Troy, and we kind of see how Donna says, "Lucky for you, Dr. Cyber. I'm a kinder, gentler Wonder Woman." And of course, we see how Batman and them see that Donna Troy's handling herself well, and they do give Diana a new identity, and knowing that, yeah, it's going to be taking some time to get back into the hero work, so they give her her new identity, Diana Prince. And Batman saying, "As Agent Donna, you'll be able to do almost everything you used to do, without actually having to be Wonder Woman. And you have a contact on the inside?" The thought had occurred to me. The glasses had to be Clark's idea. He just wanted to be happy, Donna. And of course, we see how Diana Prince ends up with the metahuman of affairs, and we kind of see how Nemesis and even Diana Prince get on a rocky start. And we see how they get intel on every one of Wonder Woman's rogues, one of which being Cheetah, Giganta, and Dr. Psycho, even pointing out the upgrades that they've had, and they're not going to give up until they find where Wonder Woman is. And of course, they discuss on what to do with the situation, and even Diana Prince talking about bringing in the actual heroes. And we kind of see how they're basically the first line of defense, the last line of defense in case anything happens, and they can't really call on any big-time superheroes. And we see how back at the museum, Diana Prince does some investigating, and we see how Diana ends up meeting Cassie as well as Tim Drake. And of course, this is kind of like where Cassie is justifiably annoyed and angry with Diana. And she says, "Am I okay? Let's see. The gods abandoned us, Paradise Island disappeared, my boyfriend was murdered, and the person I looked up to more than anyone in the world left without saying a word. I was trying to protect you. You deserted me and Donna. And for all we know, she could be dead." I'm kind of see how Diana tries to calm her down. And we kind of see how Tim tries to point out that he knew as well. And this is why you can kind of tell she does feel a bit betrayed, and flies off to kind of find the other villains. And we kind of see how Diana says she'll never forgive us. Do you blame her? No, I suppose not. Of course, we see how there's a giant earthquake that happens, and they find out it's Giganta saying, "Where is she? Where is Wonder Woman?" And of course, they end up wrecking the whole city, and we see how Wonder Woman saves a civilian who turns out to be Nemesis. And of course, this is where it seems like Connor Kent's alright, and return back saying, "Cassie, stop. You gotta let her go. You'll hurt Donna." And of course, just as they think it's Connor, they realise it's Dr. Psycho, and he's using his powers to make Cassie think it's Connor, even though it's not. And of course, Tim manages to save Tim Drake, and we see how Barbara and Minerva hold Diana hostage, and just as she's about to claw into her neck, and we kind of see how she says, "She's right in front of you, you idiot." And this is kind of like where we see Diana beating the crap out of Barbara Ann, and of course Dr. Psycho says, "Oh my, you shouldn't have done that, Agent Prince. Or may I call you Diana?" And of course, we see how they kind of have to kind of get out quickly. And just as it seems like Diana is about to turn into Wonder Woman, she's stopped by someone who turns out to be Hercules, who does have a personal history with Diana's mum. And of course, this is going to kind of come with him in a few issues in the later bits. So I think issue 2 does work. As you can kind of tell, Wonder Woman being Diana Prince does work, as it's more of a game changer in the post-Crisis continuity. Given the fact that in the early runs of the post-Crisis Wonder Woman series, she never really had an identity. She was just kind of a sort of Amazonian warrior in a sort of new environment. Well, in the pre-Crisis comics, she had an identity. So I think this one definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.